everyone, and welcome back to Cooking with Glenn and Katie. On today's episode, we will be featuring a low country boil that we actually made at Myrtle Beach Travel Park in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, when Dad and I recently went down to winterize his camper. It was a delicious meal, and we can't wait to share it with you. So, without further ado, let's get started.
We made it to the beach. We set the camper up. It's a beautiful day. It's kind of cool, but it's nice and sunny. No rain, so can't complain. And so we're going to have a low country boil. The amount that we're making today would be 2 hearty meals or 4 regular meals. I've got a pound of red potatoes. I picked out the smallest ones. I've washed them so they're ready to go in the pot. I have a pound of shrimp that I've divided into 2 parts to make sure it was enough. So we'll have about 17 or 18 shrimps a piece. I've got some spicy andouille sausage, and I'm going to be cutting it into some smaller chunks. I believe about thirds would be perfect for it. So I'll cut each one of these into thirds and have a big bowl of sausage. And the last vegetable we'll put in is corn. I bought some corn. It's a little bit smaller this time of year, but this will be pretty yellow corn. I'm shucking, I'll put it in. I'll put 4 ears of corn in the boil, and I'm gonna cut them in half. I'm gonna cut the ends off, then I'll cut it in half. I'll just break it in half. Now it's time to get the water ready. I've got some Old Bay seasoning that we like. Now I'm gonna put 1/3 cup in the water before I start it boiling. And then, before I left the house, I picked some bay leaves. So I'm gonna add about 8 or 10 bay leaves. They're kind of small, so I'll probably do a whole lot. In fact, I'll just go ahead and put all these in here, because we love the bay flavor. So now we've got the season and we've got the bay leaves. I'm gonna put the lid on it, and I'm gonna set it to come to a boil. And now we're going to go walk on the beach a little bit while this is coming to a boil. We are back from the walk on the beach, and I'm warming my hands up the top of this pot. It is warm. It's about to come to a boil. And now it's time for me to add the potatoes. They take longer to cook than anything else, so I'm going to start with the potatoes, and then we'll keep on adding things. So I'll add the corn and sausage, and finally we'll add the shrimp, because they only take 3 or 4 minutes to cook.
I love shrimp, but I love them the most when I have them with cocktail sauce. So we're gonna make some from scratch. All you have to do is take a little horseradish and some ketchup, and you're good to go. So first I am going to add 1 teaspoon of this horseradish to a jar. You can use a bowl if you're at home. And then I'm just gonna add the ketchup until it is the right taste. So I'm gonna do that now, and then I'll let you know and let you see what it looks like. I ended up adding about 6 teaspoons of horseradish and a gazillion squirts of ketchup to make this perfect blend, but I just kept on tasting it and having Dad taste it to see how the flavor was. It's pretty strong, but I love that. It's really just finding the balance of what you think tastes good. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's the easiest recipe in the world for a dipping sauce. Horseradish is one of those condiments that the longer you keep it, the less strength it has, the weaker it becomes. So just keep that in mind.
The low country boil is finished, and it's time to plate up. Just want to show you how beautiful this is. See the corn, the sausage, the shrimp. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. And the potatoes are on the bottom, so I just have to dig for those. I'm gonna get me a couple pieces of corn. I love the sausage. I'm gonna get 4 pieces of sausage. I'll get 5. And I'm gonna get some shrimp. Look at that shrimp. It's gonna be delicious. It'll be outstanding.
And then I gotta dig for some potatoes at the bottom. There's a potato.
I've got mine. Now it's time for Katie to plate hers. Look how pretty that is.
So I couldn't wait for Dad to start filming. I went ahead and put some corn on my plate, and now I'm gonna get the rest. Now, I am starting month 2 on Weight Watchers, so I've tracked all this, and I cannot wait to eat this deliciousness. So I'm gonna be a little more structured with how much I get out of here.
I'm enjoying this plate of food. It's got a great flavor. Everything blends together. The bay leaves and the Old Bay seasoning, it gives the kick it needs. Let me get some cocktail sauce for the shrimp. There we go, and I can just use my hands. Very good. It's going to be a feast tonight.
All right, you guys, I'm gonna try a couple things. I'm gonna try the shrimp right here, dipping it into the cocktail sauce that I made. Let's see how it tastes. Perfect spiciness. It almost made my nose burn, but not, so that's really good. And we actually refrigerated the cocktail sauce while we cooked the bowl. That way it stayed nice and cool. Shrimp is good. Now let me try this sausage. I can't say the word right, but Dad said it's super spicy, so let's see. Hasn't hit me yet. Maybe it's one of those kind of spices that hits you, or maybe I'm just really eating too much Thai food and really have burned off my taste buds already. But this is really good. Not too spicy for me. It's starting to get a little spicy and burn now. I can taste a little bit. But if you like spicy things, you'll like this sausage. I'm gonna try 2 more things. I'm gonna try the potatoes. Wow, the potatoes just like fall apart. Wow. I may add a little butter to those, but perfect. Last thing, and then we are gonna relax because it's been a long day setting up the camper. Let me try some corn, okay? Dad was right. He told me that corn was perfect, and it is. I threw a little butter on there. Perfection. This low country bowl, perfect for any time. Okay, y'all, well that does it for this video. As you could tell, Dad and I had a blast making the low country bowl, but we were pretty exhausted by the end of our day. This was our travel day and our camper setup day, so we went to bed early. But thank you so much for watching today. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, give a thumbs up, and comment below. And be sure to tune in to next week's episode as we will be featuring another recipe from our trip to the beach. See ya!